and welcome to Music with Dee. I'm your host, Dee Luna, and
Are we going to do an outtakes video? I would really.
maybe
We should. I think we should.
Okay. This time we've got it.
My eyebrows are right.
I thought this would be easy.
Not with me sitting here, nah.
Hello. Hello, welcome to Music with Dee. I'm your host, Dee Luna, and I have a very special and hilarious guest today.
Definitely.
Aurelle Brunjes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Country singer extraordinaire.
Oh, I don't know about extraordinaire bit. I try.
Now, how about you tell us a little bit about your latest song?
All right.
Stumbling.
So my latest release is called Stumbling, and I wrote this in, I think it was like 2019. And basically, it was born out of my frustration a little bit with the day-to-day, the Groundhog Day, the daily grind, trying to get to work on time, trying to wrangle the kids, get them ready for school, the parenting, adulthood life sort of stuff. And I wanted to write this and communicate to everyone that on some level, like, we're all sort of in the same boat, whether we're, families or not families or working and not working. We're all sort of trying to get from A to B in our life. And sometimes we really feel like we're dragging it, so to speak, and we're not really, being that successful at adulting. But I just wanted people to understand that if you are showing up and, getting up and leaving your front door and, every day, then you're winning, And at the time, I had been newly diagnosed with a autoimmune disease called Meniere's disease. And it was making my life pretty tricky at the time. It's not a, what do you call it? Like, I'm not going to die or anything like that. But
Thank goodness.
yeah, I've still got time. It's really kicked my butt into gear with regards to my music. And my music has been my therapy as a result of this. So there have been some good things from it. But Stumbling was an ode to that in a upbeat, sort of lighthearted way, trying to keep my head up because I was really struggling, literally, to try and keep my head up because I suffer with vertigo. And one of the hooks in the song, other than trying to keep my head up, was trying to go with the flow. And that was born out of an argument that I had. I can't even remember who the fellow was that I had this argument with, but it didn't end very well, this argument. And he pretty much told me I needed to just go with the flow. And I was really quite peeved at the time because I sort of thought to myself, well, number one, I'm a chick, so you just don't tell us
You
to
don't
just
say that to a woman.
No.
Men.
If you're trying to win with the chick, do not do that. And I'm an Italian chick at that, so you don't try and calm a wog down when they're furious. So I took the bad, something that was kind of like a bit of a diss, and I turned it into something good and put it into a song. And it's one of my favorite lines in the song. It's actually on my shirt, so on my Stumbling shirt.
Amazing. Awesome. And tell us a little bit about the video and how that came about.
So I wanted to, because the song mentions a bus, okay, and purely only for that reason, I wanted to make it like a magical mystery tour, like,
Yeah.
we're going to be like hippies and we're getting in a love bus. And I wanted it to be connected to, the lyrics of the song that describe, the situation of being stuck in traffic, being on a bus, commuting, that daily grind sort of thing. And I wanted it to be like, at the end of the music video, it came to a bit of a conclusion where we actually didn't go to work. We went to the park and played cricket instead. So we wagged work and played hooky, and we went and had a picnic. And I just wanted people to be comfortable, because the people who were in my music video were not professional actors, as you can probably tell if you've looked at it on YouTube. So they were phenomenal, though. They were amazing, in my opinion. So right up there with professional. There was a bit of alcohol involved. There were some beers and eskies and snacks, and
The Aussie way.
it was proper Aussie. And I really was inspired by one of my inspirations is Fanny Lumsden. And so a lot of her music videos are quite like that, where it's just, let's get out there and let's go to the pub
soon I'll
and
play
film
it,
in the
but
pub, or
just,
let's film down.
We'll just talk a little bit about the Savannah in the Round
Yes.
concert that you just did recently.
Yes.
That festival.
Yeah, I'm still coming down from that high.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was amazing, and I'm really just so blessed that I was given the opportunity to play my original music there. I did a predominantly original set there with my band, and was so well received. I had there were people dancing to my original tunes, which just blew me away. The support at festivals for music, for original music, is just phenomenal, and that was such a good stepping stone for me musically for my career, because I think it's just that way of preparing me for that kind of next step up, but in my own hometown, so to speak. So it's sort of comfy, but sort of out of my comfort zone. I was just living my best life. The artist managers there at Savannah and the Round treat the artists with like celebrities. So I was lapping it up properly.
You're all celebrities, of course.
I was loving it. So
I noticed some selfies with Southbound and a few others. So so you were very busy on socials.
Every opportunity that I got, and my kids were because my kids love live music, and they love all those artists that are being showcased at Savannah and the Round, whether they're country artists or other genres. And every opportunity we got, we went and if there was a lineup, we were in the line for selfies and signatures with these artists, and they were all so forthcoming and generous with their time, which was absolutely amazing. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's
what
such a great
experience.
It is. I highly recommend Savannah and the Round for anyone to get there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it looks like so much fun.
It was. Yeah. And I didn't want to leave.
Awesome. I wanted to discuss something that's just happened recently, and it's not in regards to you, but it's sort of about
a hot topic
about women in the music industry.
Definitely, let's cover that.
So in the last couple of days, an Australian artist called Mallrat has come out, and she's stated that the ARIAs, the awards, are sexist because her album got no love with the ARIAs. And she's caused a big kind of social media stir. And when you read a lot of the
must have been under a rock. I've missed this.
Maybe. Triple J have been sharing it. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So she's basically said that it's a male-driven industry, and that women don't get as much of a shot.
Yep.
And I just thought, since we're two women in the music industry, we could discuss some of our experiences. And I mean, the internet broadly has split. So some people are like, yes, it's true, this is correct, and other people are like, well, maybe her album was shit and no one wanted it. Maybe she didn't deserve to win.
Yeah, right.
So it's a two-sided kind of thing.
I think at the heart of it, I think whether the album was not good enough to make the cut for the award is one side of the story, but I think the heart of it there, I think what she's saying there is definitely some truth behind it.
Yeah.
I know myself, there are a lot of women who I follow, Australian artists, who do get behind the women movement in the industry. Melody Moko is one of them. They've got a movement. They've even got shirts with a catch call on it. I can't even remember what it says, but I think it's book more women. I think that's what it says.
Yeah.
And it's that there is about booking women for gigs in festivals and just gigs in general. So, I'm dropping that one. So if you don't follow Melody Moko on your socials and Jasmine Producers, they're hand in hand with that one, with Book More Women. And I think that's a great movement, and a lot of women have gotten behind that too. So, yeah.
Do you think part of it is, though, that it is a highly male-dominated industry, therefore there's just more male-created music and more chance that men are going to be the ones getting the gigs and getting the nominations and things? Do you think it's like a percentage thing? There's just more music created by men? Or do you think that at the core, the gatekeepers just think women aren't as good? What do you think it is?
Bit of both.
Yeah,
I'm swinging a bit of both. I'm just thinking about my experiences at festivals in general in my lifetime. And I guess predominantly, even not even just with your front men, it's with your bands. You have a look at my band, we're all guys. I didn't have any chicks in my band. And yeah, other than yourself, I don't know too many chicks who do
Play guitar.
yeah,
Especially.
or drums
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anything
that's
like
right.
that. So yeah, in that aspect, I guess you've got more males
I
representing
think
them.
probably in country there's more females than in my genre rock is probably less.
Yeah, that's
females.
true. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, genre based that could swing things a little bit as well.
Yeah, because
so
I think people have more respect for country female artists. I don't know why. Maybe that's just in my head. Have you got any stories of anything that's happened where you've faced any discrimination for being a woman in the music industry?
no, not. I mean, I'm not a full time musician, so that probably does make a bit of a difference. Like the person who told me to just go with the flow, that was a guy. So that's probably the only. I mean, I wouldn't even call it discrimination, but in a way, it was like down girl kind of thing.
Yeah, we get a bit of that. Yeah.
So yeah, no, not probably. Like I'm a little bit aloof, so maybe I've missed it.
It's a pretty good thing.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a bit peace loving mung beans, so but I mean, if it was obvious, I'd probably would.
You'd have to pull it up.
I would jack up. Yeah, I wouldn't hold back in a very friendly, direct manner. I probably would say something.
I don't think I've really faced discrimination as such, but I've definitely faced men who want to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Who don't like a girl boss or like that kind of vibe. I've faced a little bit of that where they're like, you're just the girl kind of thing. What do you know?
Yes.
Like I've had a little bit of that, but no straight up.
Not in your face.
In my face discrimination for it.
Yeah.
I think all in all, women have probably got a better shot now than they ever have.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Be honest.
Definitely. It's come a long way. I think so,
but
yeah.
Maybe Morat has a point though. I mean, when it comes to award shows and the institution that is the ARIAs.
I've never sort of, I mean, like I don't watch the ARIAs and follow it predominantly, but I do follow a lot of Australian music, a lot of Australian artists, and I've never really noticed that it's like a male dominated thing, but maybe I haven't been paying attention. I think
some of the gatekeepers, we were having this conversation before I turned the mics on, but definitely like in this regional town we're in right now, there's gatekeepers and they're usually middle-aged to older men, and maybe there is a little judgment there when a girl rocks up with her electric guitar. Let's be real, these guys are pros.
There's more judgment when you rock up when you're a girl and you rock up with your acoustic guitar, can I just say? I'm like down the ladder, down the rung for sure. But
and of course, with Aurelle's permission, I'll play a little bit of this clip in the video that I make for YouTube attached to this podcast.
Yay. It's had how many streams now? I can't see. 881 views. That's in like a week. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it is, yeah. His coffee cup was empty. It's pretty bad producing.
You said this was filmed on an iPhone.
Yes, my brother-in-law's iPhone 10 with a gimbal. He'd purchased himself. He invested a bit of money in this, and he bought himself a gimbal, which he's obsessed with now. I can't disclose the name of the brand of the gimbal because it's gone out of my head, but it really helped with a lot of the effects, and it just made it lifted it so much more. I was not disappointed with the quality.
Yeah, it looks good actually.
Yeah. I did have some trouble linking my lips up with my lyrics. I tried so hard, but there's
so hard. I'm going to be facing that problem when I edit this.
Oh, great.
Because I always want to make a YouTube video to accompany it, and it's so hard. Especially if you do start editing stuff and then you've got to like make it all.
It lags or whatever, yeah. So much work goes into it.
So is this in Dimbula?
Yes, so this was all shot around Dimbula. So I have featured a lot of local places like Camp 64, the Junction Hotel. There's a lot of scenery shots. It's filmed, like we did a dance sequence. That's filmed at the bottom of my driveway. Just wherever we could pull up the bus. My husband's auntie and uncle kindly offered us their old Landy for us to film as their broken down car, but trust me, that car goes like a shower of shit. Can I say shit? It goes, and so that was not broken down at all. I have to disclose that. And then we ended, at Eureka Creek Picnic Ground, which is a beautiful little picnic ground in Dimbula. If you ever get to Dimbula, do yourself a favour and go out to Eureka Creek. It's a beautiful town.
For those that don't know that are international, Dimbula is in North Queensland, Australia.
And so we're about 100. No, that's a lie. No, it is. It's probably about just on 100 kilometres from Cairns. Yeah, an hour west.
In the mountains.
Yeah, over the mountain.
It's where the cowboys live.
Yes, yes. That's where I found my cowboys. So yeah.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
So, did you record this in a studio?
As in
The music.
Oh, okay. So it was produced. The song itself was produced by Michael Moko, who's actually Melody Moko's husband. I've dropped their name a lot today in this podcast. They're absolutely amazing, phenomenal artists. And he made these songs come to life. I can't go past using Michael Moko. He's,
Where's
a
he
magician.
based?
Brisbane.
Brisbane. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So you recorded remotely and then sent him the stems?
No, I flew down.
Oh, you flew down.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a
that's
bit of a
commitment.
Actually, it was a commitment because it was all through the time of COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think I had cancelled the studio time. I think the third time was a charm over a 6-month period because of lockdowns and all that kind of thing. And as it was, I flew down and I think I was flying in just after Brisbane came out of a 3-day lockdown. So it was intense. It was such a stressful time. I mean, that's first world problem for me. Like it's only my music, but it was annoying.
It's stressful trying to make it happen when the
Yeah.
world's sort of against you.
Yeah.
Like that, for sure.
Yep.
Well, that was the music video, which
Yes.
is super cool.
Yeah,
and
thank you,
fun.
Dee.
Looks like everyone had a blast.
We did. It was such a great day. I honestly, it didn't feel like work. We didn't.
No, that's-
Half the time we forgot we even had the camera on, so it was.
Well,
yeah.
that's why it's so good.
Yeah,
because
it's very candid.
it's authentic.
Yep, definitely authentic.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that.
No, I don't think so. I think people, consumers, or I shouldn't say consumers, but people who are watching music videos, they want to see, I think majority, well, myself personally, I like seeing, stuff that is Australian and it is authentic to our country and our lifestyle and the way we live. And, we have such a big country and there's so much going on in our country that it could be anything from, riding in a bus in the middle of some lime trees to, down in Sydney doing stuff. So, and we have such a beautiful country. I'm very proud of Australia. So
Absolutely.
I wanted to keep it authentic and I want, if anyone is watching from overseas, that's literally our day. I mean, aside from the dress ups, I do sort of dress like that sometimes, but aside from the dress ups, that's literally our lives. So,
Yeah, country Australia.
yep, can't go past it, can't beat it.
Proudly Bogan.
Yeah,
Yeehaw.
I am definitely proudly Bogan, that's for sure.
I think because you sent me a message and said, I'm leaving now from Smitty or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, she's such a Bogan. I love her.
I shorten everything, like Dimbula is Dimby. A lot of people don't like the long-time Dimbula people are like, don't call it that. Why do you call it that? And I'm like, it's just what I do. Soz.
This is why we love you.
Yep.
So, have you got any gigs coming up in the near future that you'd like to just put out there?
I have some covers gigs coming up. I have one at Chiligo. So Chiligo is yet another small country town, which is another 100 kilometres west of Dimbula. So it's off the beaten track a little bit, but I love gigs at Chiligo because the people there are so ready for live music.
And wild, you said.
They are a great crowd, honestly. They're really looking forward to us coming out there. So myself and my band, we're doing covers that night. We might throw a few originals in just for the sake of it, just to have some fun. And then after that, I've got another gig at Kiro Pub, which is another Tablelands town. Forward into the future, into 2023, I did have someone approach me from the Garradunga Hotel, which is in Innisfail, which is my hometown. And they're sort of thinking about maybe we might put together a mini music festival. Which sounds pretty cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so I'm a bit excited. I hope that gets off the ground. I'd like to be part of that and help out.
Definitely.
And so that's it for my sort of up and coming gigs. But into 2023, I do want to get back into the studio and record some more music and possibly, hopefully, do some co-stuff with Dee.
Yes, I mean, I've got a fun EDM song you can sing on.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
For Lady Serpentine.
Awesome. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Let's lock it in.
But other than that, I'd even just love to get together for a songwriting session, just with our guitars.
We'd need more than, I think we need at least 3 days because
I know.
we've spent probably about 4 hours already.
Gossiping
almost.
today.
Yeah.
Well, not even gossiping, just like yammering on. Yeah,
catching up. Yeah,
That's it. It's been a while, hasn't it? Between chats.
Yeah, it has definitely. Yeah, life is just too hectic.
I think this year's been the worst.
It's
it's just
flowing.
gone so fast. I cannot believe that we're heading towards Christmas already.
There's already Christmas stuff in the shops.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that next year brings lots of good fortune for your music.
Thank you so much.
I think you're gonna kick it off pretty well. This last song is awesome, and it's getting some radio play on the ABC, so that's exciting.
Thank you, ABC Country, for playing me. Thank you so much.
What's the show called?
Grassroots.
Yeah. So anybody who listens to the ABC, check out Grassroots.
It's on Monday night, tomorrow night. Is today Sunday? Yeah. What day am I in?
Yeah, that's pretty much my life.
Oh, no.
I'm in this cave every day, and I'm like, what day is it? I stick my head out. Hang on. What day is it again?
You need a calendar on your wall. Have you got a calendar in here?
No, I don't.
You need like the play school rocket clock with like, today is Tuesday, yesterday was Wednesday, so you know what you're doing.
I know. But maybe sometimes I don't want to know. Maybe I just want to be in my bubble
Just
and
get lost.
not know what day of the week
This
it
is
is.
definitely a woman cave. Like I walked in here and I was like, oh, I'm in heaven. This is amazing.
Welcome to the Woman Cave.
It's awesome. Yes,
Yeah, I love it. I need a good space when I make my music.
definitely.
And I think, it's a bit crazy in here at the moment because I'm squeezing the podcasting in. But I think in my next location, I'm going to do a podcasting area.
Yes.
So I can interview my guests and stuff. But right
We
now...
have a green room with like refreshments and...
Oh, I didn't do refreshments.
Oh, I've got a glass of water.
I'm such a good host.
That's going down a treat. It's great.
I've got orange juice.
I want a 3-course meal, some canapes,
Should have bought some vodka and we could...
some shots for later.
Well, anyway, I think you've got like another interview after this, don't you?
I do. And
Yeah,
it's
maybe vodka wouldn't have been a good idea.
I would have been spewing probably. It is a face-to-face interview I've got, so yeah.
So who's that with? Anything exciting?
I've actually forgotten. I'm pretty sure it's a Ray. I actually have not clarified that.
Okay.
So I have a publicist who I've hired for the single, and she's been fantastic, and she's gotten me these opportunities with radio stations and stuff. And she messaged me. I was like, I've got you one today at 5 o'clock. God, I should check the time. But yeah, got you one today. It's a video conference. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had a late night last night. And
then I've put you on camera as well.
might need some sleep. Probably got some good panda eyes happening here. So, but I went and saw Dragon last night. Dragon.
I saw your photos on socials.
They were phenomenal.
Or your video, sorry.
Absolutely phenomenal. So at the end of that show, I was I was definitely up the front. And proper fangirling. I love Dragon. And when they finished, I was like eyeing off. There was like 2 set lists, and I was like, I'm going to steal one of them set lists, Souvenir. And then the chick next to me beat me to the punch. She literally was like, yoink, she was too quick. And then so I'm not going to lie, like jumped over like 3 or 4 chicks to steal the guitar pick off the stage, and I grabbed that because I collect them as souvenirs.
Yeah, that's fangirl dedication for sure. Yeah, proper.
So I stole the guitar pick off the stage, and I'm saying stole because I literally did not ask permission. But then later on, the members from Dragon were doing signings, which I thought was phenomenal.
That's incredible for such a big band.
It was incredible. And we got photos with them, and I said to Mark Williams, I stole your guitar pick, and he was like, yeah, that's okay. And then I asked him to sign it.
Sign the guitar pick.
And he did. They were just such humble men. They were, and they put on the show they put on was it just left us wanting more.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Good old Aussie rock.
Yeah, well, that's it, hey. We love a bit of pub rock.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in our blood, in our DNA.
The crowd that was the most hectic mosh pit I've ever been in, if that makes any sense.
Was it diverse? Was there young and old, or was it mostly old?
I would say it was mostly...
mostly oldies.
Yeah, but a lot of chicks.
Oh, doing the fangirling.
Of chicks, and they were going off, man. Like they were living their best life, and we just smiled. Like it just made my night to see them just enjoying live music. And there was one chick in front of me, and she flashed him her hotel key card.
Oh, I thought you were going to say her boobs then.
Oh no, No, that happened. That happened actually at another mosh pit just recently as well. I won't go there, but she was right next to me. It was hilarious. But yeah, so I've experienced everything now, but probably not everything. But yeah, she flashed him her hotel key, and then when he started up with April Sun, she has just jumped on that stage and grabbed that mic and gone for it.
Oh wow, like singing.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. And she was really like in the zone. And I have to admit, she was really on key. She
right.
nailed it. And
Well, if you're going to be brave enough to do that, you'd want to be able to pull it off. I mean,
Pull
how
it off.
embarrassing otherwise.
she was white girl wasted, but she was hitting those notes. And Mark just let her, like the whole band just stood there and they played the music and let her.
They probably love that stuff, you know.
I think they enjoyed it. It made the night, and she wasn't dangerous or anything like that.
Yeah,
She wasn't that bad, and then the security was like, "Okay, love, it's time to go." And so I
You've had
think
your 5 minutes.
I think she was living her best life, and then after that she come back to her spot right up the front, and Mark smiled and shook his head and like pointed his finger at her and say, "Oh, you're cheeky."
Yeah.
It was great. We had the best time.
Well, they're not going to forget her though, are they?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that makes gigging. It keeps things spicy.
Yeah, I love watching on YouTube, like when really big bands, they'll let someone out of the audience come up to sing or even play guitar or whatever.
Yes.
And I've seen, I think maybe like the Foo Fighters have done it.
Dave does it.
Yeah, and a few others, and it's
Yeah.
like you feel so like warm in the heart
Yeah.
seeing it. I don't know why.
It is heartwarming.
I
Yeah.
think it's that whole underdog thing, like seeing that, like this, like nobody get this amazing opportunity.
Yep.
It'd be like if I got to get on stage with like, you know, Daniel Johns or like it'd be living one of those.
It could happen, Dee. It could happen.
Calling out to Daniel Johns.
Daniel, if you're listening.
Daniel, if you're listening.
Big fan, big fan.
So
It keeps them real. I think it makes them more human.
Well, yeah, and you want to know they appreciate their fans. Like, you know,
Exactly.
the fans are who made them, you know,
Yeah,
millionaires and
getting
whatever.
them where they
so,
are. Yeah, yep, for sure. My favourite Foo Fighters moment definitely is when they got Rick Astley up. I gotta say,
right. I don't know if I've seen
go
that
look
one.
for that.
I think I will.
They got rickrolled properly with Rick Astley got up there,
Wow.
and there's a Foo
Never
Fighters
gonna
version.
give it
Proper.
that dude, yeah.
We're gonna let you down, and it was a vibe. Like they rocked that
And it
song.
was just like in the moment.
I
not
think
planned?
it was prearranged, but like 10 minutes before, if I recall. I've read Dave Grohl's book, and I'm pretty sure that's how it went
Wow,
down. Yeah, I
amazing.
love that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be
cool.
Rick Rolled. I want to sing with Rick Astley.
Yeah. I mean, like.
Rick Astley, call me.
Who else?
We've got
Come
a
on.
list today.
We'll make a list, okay?
I've dropped so many
I'll
names.
drop a list in the comments.
Tag them.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I've been so blessed to have you here
Thank
today.
you. I'm so glad I was the first one.
I know, like,
Yeah,
you
it was
popped
great.
my cherry.
I popped your cherry, your podcast interview cherry. I'm
I
glad
know,
to be
and
the guinea
it's
pig.
so much better to do it with somebody else because
Yeah.
I tell you what, popping my own virgin cherry
On the
solo
potties.
is just not the same as with a partner.
Honestly, I have to say, and I was just saying to Dee off camera, off mic before, that she has come a long way with her podcast. I've been religiously listening to all of them that she's dropped, and yeah, I'm really, really inspired by her and the fact that I'm inspired by you, Dee. I'm talking to
Oh
the
my
camera
God.
in third person, but she's sitting right here with me. Yeah, just phenomenal getting yourself out there and pushing it. And I think that a lot of people can be inspired by what you're doing. And it's not easy doing it. Like, I couldn't do a podcast. I don't think. Well, I probably could, but yeah, who would listen to my waffle? You know,
Well,
like.
I'm not sure if anyone listens to mine. But
No,
I'll still
it's
give it a
very
go.
direct. My favourite podcast of Dee's up to this point has been the one where she talked about her bands that shaped her, and that was like the way you described those experiences. I felt like I was with you.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So, you know, if you're a person who's able to communicate that and make people feel like they're with you there, then you're doing a great job. So, yeah, kudos to you, girlfriend.
Awesome. Well, it's all good fun. I just want to shoot the shit with cool people
Yes.
and you know, talk about music because it's
Yeah.
one of my favourite things in the world.
100%. I'm with you. Yeah.
And, you know, the universe needs more music and probably doesn't need more of me talking about it, but
Yeah.
I'll still
No,
do it.
do it. Who
Thank you very
cares?
much.
Bloody keep going.
And thank you so much for joining us. And obviously, I'm going to link all of Aurelle's things, her
Yes,
music.
follow me. Please follow me.
Follow,
I need all the help I can get.
listen, all those things. So I'll put all the links below for the YouTube video and if I can do it for Spotify. Otherwise, what's your Instagram handle?
Just Aurelle Brunjes music.
Yep.
I'm not sure where the underscore is, but yeah, somewhere in there.
So, find her and do all the things.
Yeah, do all the things,
all the
please.
things.
Every little bit helps. Honestly, it just all helps. So thank you.
And of course, like and share and follow this podcast. And I'll see you on the other side.
I'm just trying.